Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. And, excuse me, Callie? I just almost rolled over the cat's tail. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Hold on, I need to fix you a little bit, I think. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Don't get dizzy. All right. I hope that's in a okay spot. All right. Let me start all over. Hi, I'm Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Today, I've been sitting here and I've been playing. And I just thought, well, you know what? I think maybe I'll just turn the video on and you can just craft along with me. I'm just playing. I have no agenda. I don't know what I'm doing. I may have to get up and go get supplies. But that's all I'm doing. I'm just crafting with stuff that I have around me on my desk. My intention is to make some things to go into our journal, tags and things like that. I have this basket here of partially made things. There's like partially made journaling cards and tags and pocket thingies that I made, and there's just a variety of different things, tags that I've been sent, things that need embellishments. I just stuck them in here and it's accumulating, and I want to go through and work with some of this stuff. So that's kind of all I'm doing. And what I've done so far is I've been sitting here and I started doing a little bit of it yesterday, but then I had to leave, so I didn't get much done. But what I'm doing is what I've done so far. This is these are pockets right here and here and here. And this was made from book pages, and I followed a video on the Paper Outpost. It was a while ago, so if you go there, search through her videos and you'll find it. I'm not sure what she calls it, torn book page pockets or something. I don't really know. But it's a fun, easy little thing to make multiple pockets. And I had this one, the base of it done, and so today I just was playing around and decorated it. And what I used, these things are these very cool rub-ons from the Dollar Tree. It's the first time I used them. I wasn't sure how good they were going to be or how they were going to go on or anything, but I really like them. And what I like about them is they're translucent, so you can see the background through them. So they're perfect to put on book paper. And they're really pretty. I really like working with those, so I'm gonna do a few more. Now, I don't know if you have a Dollar Tree, if you go to Dollar Tree, but it seems to me every time I go in there they have different stuff. So this is, I don't know how long ago I bought this. I don't know if they'll still have it or not, but I always check the craft aisle when I'm in there. Not that I shop at Dollar Tree on a regular basis, I really don't, but once in a while I have to run in for something, or once in a while I run in just to check the craft section. And it seems like they have different things all the time, so always check. I just put this little bit of lace on the bottom, and this, I'm so proud of myself. See this little thing right here? The other day I was in here and I sat in here and I made, where are they? I'm getting them, stretching. I made these strips of words. These are just on scraps of paper that I had. I was like, what am I going to do with these little strips of paper? So that's what I did. I have alphabet stamps, and I sat here and I did each of these. And then I did some on fabric strips also. And these were kind of fun. It's a little bit time consuming when you're using alphabet stamps, but they were fun to do. So I have some on fabric and some on paper. And that's what I use this thing here for. So if you ever stuck for something to do, you feel like doing something, maybe you don't want to work on one of your journals, or maybe you don't feel very motivated, grab a strip of paper and a set of alphabet stamps and stamp some words. I'm glad that I did, because now I have them handy. Anyway, that's one thing that I made. And then I made these 2 little tags. I had this stack of scrap paper just cut in these little square pieces. And I thought, okay, I need to do something with these, otherwise they're just taking up space. So I made these little tags, and those were fun. And this is just scraps of things. I mean, the tiniest bit of trim that I had cut off of something, little tiny scrap of fabric and book paper and a button. Now these images were kind of cool. I dug deep into my stash, really deep. This is an old image book called Artsy Collage, and they had a whole bunch of different themes and styles. This is old. I do not know if they still make it. I don't even really know who made it. Artsy Collage, maybe, I don't know. But inside is pages, they're all cut up right now, of images. Now, I've had this thing forever, and I never used any of this stuff in my scrapbooking. And I recently found it as I was trying to organize something, and I thought, oh my gosh, these things are perfect. So there's pages of all these different images. Is this not cool? Some of them look like postage stamps. Some look like little miniature paintings or artwork. There's just all different kinds of things in here. So I thought, well, let me grab this and use some of it. This particular book is very vintage looking, but look at the different subject matter: travel, and camping, and school. I mean, there's just such a variety of things in here. Wine themed stuff. I really like this. Hawaii. Look at the old swimwear. I like that. So that's what I pulled out to get those images from. And like I said, I don't know if you can still find this. It is hot off the press. There is a website here. Okay, this is from 2004. Hot off the press. And the website is artsycollage.com. I don't know if they still make these. I don't know, maybe you can find it on Etsy or somewhere. I don't know. But I really liked it. So that's what I used for these two. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing my stuff and I'm making something, anything. So grab your stuff and let's make something. So one of the things that I pulled out of there was this little pocket. I had made it from, I think this was a page from a recipe book that I tore the book apart. And it was one of those 3-ring binder books. And it might be the one I used for my journal that I showed you one time. So I had all the pages, and they're, you know, it's a good weight page. So I thought, well, I'll just make some tags and stuff out of it. So that's all this is. And then this is a book paper. I think that this thing had a pocket or folded over or some, I don't know, but it's got a tuck spot here. I don't remember. I did this a long time ago. And then I just put book paper over it. So now I'm going to decorate this. And here's where my I'm just playing around thing comes in, because I don't know what I'm decorating it with. And I'm sitting here, I'm just looking to see what I have sitting on my desk. This is pretty. I thought could put that up there. Just fussy cut around just the corner and put it up there, and then maybe I can find an image of a bigger flower or something. Actually, I have this, and that could go down here. Oh gosh, this one's coming together easily. Okay, so I hope you have something to work on, because I don't want you to waste your time. You know what I mean? Sometimes I sit and I just watch videos and I feel like, oh man, I'm wasting my time. So don't waste your time. Go ahead and pull something out while you're working on this. Or maybe you just feel like just sitting and watching a video. That can be relaxing. It really can. And it really isn't always a waste of time. I feel like sometimes I'm wasting my time, but it's not necessarily, because it's you're learning something. You're learning something, you're getting ideas. And if you just need some downtime just to sit and veg out, it's no different than watching TV. It's no different than sitting there watching, I don't know, what do we watch? Soap operas, talk shows, game shows. I don't watch TV during the day, so I don't even know what's on anymore. But yeah, just sit back and relax and watch it, or grab your something and do it. Oh yeah, look at that. I like that. I wonder if I should put something down here too. No, let me put this first and see how that looks. All right. So the day that I'm filming this, I don't know when I'm going to put it up, but I do that. I film and then I don't put the videos up for like 2 weeks or something. And it's just because it's so time consuming and I don't have time to sit there and work on it. So it just doesn't, they just don't get up until I have time to do it. I mean, that's just the way it is. So as of right now, when I'm filming this, I have hit 1,000 subscribers. I was so excited. Oh my God. I actually have 1,010 right now. And I have to thank my viewers. I have to thank everybody, because somebody actually commented on one of my videos that they shared my video because I was like, I only needed like 3 more or something to get to 1,000. So she shared it on a Facebook group, and then bam, or just like that, I hit the 1,000 and over. So thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. When I first started making these videos, if you've been watching or if you've seen some of my older ones, I actually said, I am not into however many subscribers. I'm not going to be counting. I'm just going to be, I'm just doing my thing because I'm just doing it for fun, which I am just doing it for fun. But when you start seeing the number of subscribers going up, I caught myself watching it, and I caught myself thinking, "Oh, look, I've got X number of subscribers. That is so cool." And it did. It was exciting, and it's, I don't know, it's just fun. How about if I put that on there? I like that. And so, so I got, caught up in that number, and it was fun to watch it go up, and it was fun to have, for me, an incentive to continue to make videos and to do more, because sometimes I just come in my room and I don't want to film. I just want to craft. That's what I was doing earlier when I said to myself, Mary, why don't you just turn the camera on? You're just crafting anyway, turn the camera on. So I did. And So here we are. But yeah, the counting the subscribers, it can be an obsession, and I didn't want it to be an obsession. I didn't want it to be the reason that I'm making videos, and I'm still not going to make it the reason I'm doing videos. The reason that I'm doing videos is just because I thought it was a fun thing to do. And it's kind of, it has become my, this is sad, I know, but it's kind of become almost my social life. It's not that I don't have a social life at all. I do, but it's small. It's good, but it is small, and I don't know. I feel like doing the videos and talking to my camera, to you, and reading your comments and getting feedback and being a part of the whole community, you know, the whole crafting and junk journal, and the whole community. It's a social thing. All right, I like that. And I'm going to put, I think this other one, well, hello, Callie. I still have my sister-in-law's cat, and her and I, the cat, have come to terms, right, Callie? After she scratched my face, she became my friend. And she's become much more sociable, and I have forgiven her. And now she comes and sits beside me on the couch, and here she's in my craft room, and she's right beside me down here on the floor. And she demands my attention all the time, and she hasn't scratched me since. So we're good now, huh, Callie? Yep. She's not bad. She's a good cat. She's ornery, but she's a good cat. So I have her still with us, and then I have my own cat, Heidi. She's still in bed, for heaven's sakes. It's, what time is it? It is almost 12:30 in the afternoon, and Heidi is still in bed. She's ridiculous. She must have been awake all night or something. So here's how these Dollar Tree, I don't, you know, oh gosh, I hope you're in frame. Am I like way down here? I don't, yeah, I guess you're in frame. I'm used to crafting like way down towards the bottom of my mat, but I don't want to put the camera way down there because, well, I'm a little bit well endowed, and my endowment tends to like hang over the top of the table. And so I don't really want that on camera. So my camera is a little bit up from the bottom of my table, and I'm used to working down further. So when I have the camera on, sometimes I tend to pull my work down and you don't see me. So I apologize for that, and I try to keep in mind that the camera's up here further and not as close to me. That's pretty. Do I need anything more on there, do you think? It's going to go flat in a journal, or maybe it might be another little tuck spot or something. Do I need a little one up here? I don't have a little one. They're all the same size. I feel like something needs to be up here. I do have somewhere, I have rose stickers. Where are they? Are they in here? Let me think for a minute. I think they are in this basket here. Yep, they are. I have these. Now, whether they'll go with this or not, I don't know. They have, oh, how about this yellow one? Because those are yellow. They have white, white borders. There's not too many in there. I'm going to use this one, I guess. I don't know where this book came from. I think my mother gave me this. She might have had it in her stash. Is that Cracker Barrel? I'm not sure. Maybe she got it at Cracker Barrel. It almost looks like Cracker Barrel, but I don't know. I know sometimes they sell stuff like this. I try to let you know where I got what I'm using, just in case you want to try to find it. But honestly, some of the stuff, most of the stuff that I have is pretty old. And I don't know if you would ever be able to find it. I'm going to have to put some glue on this because it's not very sticky. I saw something the other day on, I don't know, it was a Facebook group. And somebody had said something about how they had a whole bunch of old letter stickers and the adhesive was no longer good on them, so they threw them all away. I was like, what? Why would you do that? No, you don't just throw them away. You can use glue. You glue them. Or if you have a little Xyron, the Xyron X thing, you run the letters through that thing and it makes them sticky. You don't just throw them away because the sticky's no good on the back of them. That's just silly. All right, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. It's so if I had something in there, it's okay. It's not my best and favorite, but it's okay. All right, so I'm and the whole point is for me to get things made and done, get things accomplished here. Okay, so that's done. Let me do something else. I have this, also I believe came from that same recipe book. I did this on one side of it, and then I have this side. Now, my thing with this, neither of these sides as they are right now can be journaled on. I think I'm going to leave this, and I'm going to put something over this to make it a journal card, because I like most of the things in my journals to have a purpose. So I like to be able to journal on them, on one side of them at least. I have I don't know if I like that. This was, I don't know if somebody sent me this or if no, I didn't do this. Somebody sent me that. I have a lot of things that I get in Happy Meals or swaps, and I like to go through and try to use those. Now here's a piece of tracing paper. You can write on it but still see the back. But maybe I want something a little bit heavier than that. Maybe, how about some mulberry paper? Maybe. Let me see what else I have here. It's another piece of tracing paper, but it's a little darker. I feel like this is going to be a problem. So, I'm thinking I'm thinking, what am I thinking, Mary? I just want to cover it up for the most part. What is this paper right here? Oh, that's a, I'm going to use that. Okay. This is kind of like a more, like a parchment type paper. So what I'm digging in, again, I forget you can't see me. I have this bag of scraps, and these are all my neutral things, like dyed paper, tracing paper, book paper, music paper, stuff like that. Little pieces that I just put in here, and that's what I dig out of when I need a little piece for something. This is probably the biggest piece of paper in there. So I'm just going to cover this whole back, I think, because that's just the way I want to do it. I guess I don't need a reason to do the things I do. I should have made that just a little bit bigger, but that's okay. So, what y'all have been doing? What are you working on? Are you crafting with me? And what are you crafting? I saw one day I was working on something, did a video, and somebody commented that they were doing the same thing. That they just happened to be doing the same thing that day. I thought that was pretty cool. That was fun. Yeah, I kind of like that better, because first of all, I was having a hard time. I really was trying to play with this earlier, and I was having a hard time trying to find something to put on there that I liked. And I didn't like any of these things that I kept pulling out. So I think the best thing to do in that situation is just to cover it up. Why can't I get this the right size? So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to cover it up. And if you can see it through there a little bit, that's okay. But I think for usefulness purposes, it needs to be covered. Now, I don't know if it drives you crazy that I clean up my desk as I go along, but I have to. If I don't, I'll run out of room to work. Seriously, what you see here is my workspace. That's all I have. This table that I'm working at, this is from IKEA, and it's actually twice as long going that way, and the other half of it is just covered. It's just covered with stuff, paper, and just stuff. And so it doesn't, if I don't clean up as I go along, then I will be reduced to this teeny tiny little crafting space, and I can't work like that. I have to at least have this much space. And even right now, I feel like I'm a little bit crowded because of this stuff right here. Usually that they'd be pushed over a little bit more, but I can't. And my camera is I have it on one of these arm things that clamps to the table. And so when I have it on like this, I have to move it over towards me a little bit. And it takes up my elbow room. So I feel very, very cramped. And I have to apologize for something else. I just realized my chair is squeaking. As I move, you can hear my chair squeaking. I'm sorry. I have been meaning to get a new chair. Because these chairs that I have, they're old and they're very uncomfortable. And after I've been working in here for a while, my back just aches. And I have been meaning to get a new chair. And I just haven't done it yet. And so I have, my chair is just getting older and squeakier. All right, now I feel like I should put something in here, but you know what I'm going to put? Oh, if I can find it. Oh, gosh, that means I got to clear some of this stuff. All right, let me see if I can find it real quick here. Now I'm putting stuff on the floor. That's not good. What I was looking for was the other piece. I have another piece of this scrap paper right here. We used this the other day. I was making something. I was working in the journal, and I did a side pocket with the little girl that was on here. And this is a piece of the scrap here. This is what I want right here. I want one of these teacups because on the back of here is this. So I thought I'd put a teacup right here. That'll work. That one right there will work perfectly. Let me get some of this stuff out of my way. See, this is what I mean. It just piles up and builds up and gets in my way, and I can't work like that. Which is really funny because of the condition of the rest of my desk and my room. But my workspace has to be clean. I don't know. That's just the way I am. Cut that off. And sometimes when I have days like this where I'm just sitting in here and I'm crafting, and I'm really basically pulling from whatever I have around me, whatever I can see, whatever's in arm's reach, or whatever I think of. Maybe I have to run in the other room to get a piece of ribbon or some bling or something, but for the most part, I use whatever I have right here within arm's reach, whatever's around me. And when I do this, it's good because I'm at least crafting, I'm doing something, but I feel like I'm not using my stuff. Like, obviously I am, because I'm using something, but like all the stuff that you see in my haul videos and everything, after I do the video, I put that stuff away. So it's not sitting right here. And so I don't see it, and I forget that I have it, and I don't use it. And that's kind of, I don't know, it's a problem, I think. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. How do you use your stuff? What do you have the same problem, or is your room set up in a way that you can kind of see everything anyway? And maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. But I want to use more of that stuff that that I buy, I'm going to round the corners on this, I think. So I want to use more of that stuff, but I just forget. Maybe what I should do is pull some things out, like, I don't know, 6 items or something, and keep them near me and use those 6 items. And then periodically I clean my desk off completely, pretty much completely, not totally, but pretty much. So when I have one of those cleaning days, I could put that stuff away and pull 6 more things out. Maybe I should do that. Would that work? I don't know. I don't know I don't know. But I do feel like I'm not using all the stuff that I buy. And that's not good because, you know, I'm spending money buying it and it's just piling up in my room. So I need to come up with a way that's going to make me use it. And I'm not really sure what that way is. So if you have any suggestions for ways for me to actually use my stuff, I would love to hear it. Okay, I think that is much better. It's more useful. It's nothing fancy. And maybe I'll think of something else, some other way to jazz it up a little bit still. I could put like a very thin thing of trim, like very small trim. What do I have? Do I have anything right here? See, for example, okay. I have sitting on the other end of this table, this basket. Now, this basket, except for the mail I have to send out, is full of trims and laces. But these are trims and laces that I had pulled out to use. And instead of putting them back away, I just threw them in this basket. Normally, I wouldn't even have this basket sitting on my desk because this basket was something that I did some rearranging and reorganizing of some little things, and I ended up with an empty basket. And I didn't put it anywhere. I just set it on the corner of my desk, and the trims ended up in there. I don't know. But these are trims that I have used for something or other, and they need to be put away. So when I'm sitting here crafting and I want a trim, I'm like, okay, well, here I have this basket of trim right here. I'll just pull something from the basket, which uses up what I have in the basket, but doesn't use up trim that I have put away elsewhere. Does that make any sense at all? I don't know. And I don't see anything in here that's narrow. Oh, what's this? That's kind of big though. No, that's too flowery. I saw this. Some of this is stuff that I got in the last haul, and I haven't put it away. I just put it in this basket. That's not bad. That's kind of cute, actually. I'm going to use that. So in that way, it gets used, but I feel like I should rotate it. Maybe that's the thing, is just rotate what I have in that basket and have... I did one time put together this basket. It's sitting here on the floor, and I put stuff in it just for that purpose, to say to myself, okay, I'm going to use what's in this basket. And my intention was to rotate it after I wanted to use quite a bit of it and then rotate it and put some more stuff in the basket. But I don't use any of it. Oh, these cats. They both just came running in here. They're chasing each other and playing. You guys, this is not the playground. Don't be coming in here and knocking stuff over. There they go. I don't know if you could hear that. They're funny. It took them a while to get used to each other and to actually start playing, but they do. Now they play. I'm actually going to hate to see Callie go when she goes, because my cat Heidi really likes having her here. We may end up having to get another cat, which we don't want to do because we want to travel. And we can't travel with the cat. So, I don't know. Did I finish my thought before? That's another thing. You've probably noticed by now when I'm talking, when I'm crafting. I'm just kind of blurting things out. It's a stream of consciousness, really. So I can't stay on topic because my mind just goes here and there and I flip from one thing to another. So if you're trying to follow my conversation and you can't, I'm sorry. You have to, if you want to watch my craft alongs, you're just going to have to get used to my my blubbering. It adds a little bit, I think. I don't know. What do you think? Something's lacking on this whole thing, but I don't know what. All right, I'm done with that one. Move along. Let's do something else. All right, I have this. This I thought that I could make either to tuck into something, like, you know, as a journaling card, or I could glue it onto a page as a tuck spot. And so I need to decide which I want to do before I decorate. I have two of them. These were from when I did the CD cases. These are the circles that I cut out. I think I'm going to do, this one's going to be a tuck spot and this one will be a card to tuck in. Ooh, should I make it to tuck into this tuck spot? That might look kind of cool on the page, right? Two circles. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So this is going to be the tuck spot. So half of this is going to be glued down. Is there a right way and a wrong way with this? I don't think so. No, the words are going every which way. Okay. So half of this is going to be glued down and then it'll tuck here. So what do I want to put on this? I have, oh, in that book, that little thing I showed you, some of those were like travel type stuff. Ooh, let me get that. See if there's something on there that'll work. See, this is how I do this. I start, I don't have anything in mind, and then my I can't reach my mind. My mind just starts working as I go along. So if you're feeling unmotivated or something, just start. Just start something somewhere. All right, I saw something back here, I think it was. I have that. Oh, you probably can't see it. I have these travel things. Camping stuff. But I saw something somewhere else that... Oh, how about visit London? That'll look good on there, right? How about just things from this page? Let's see what we can do with these. Well, I didn't cut that very straight. I still haven't learned how to cut straight. Alright, so we have this. I like these little stamp things down here. I think I'll try tearing. trying to do it like really close. I like to have some texture on my things. Like, you know, like the trims is some texture. This has the flower. This has a button. This doesn't really have much of any texture, but this has the trim. So I like to have something like that on my stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just my aesthetic or something. I don't know. So like this needs something else. What? Something, I think, in the underneath in the background. Fabric doesn't really hit me as being I don't know, as going with this, and neither does lace. What do you think? Gosh, I wish I could talk to you. I wish you could talk to me. See, and that's again where I feel like, well, if I were doing a live, but I don't know. I just don't know if I'm. See, here's part of my problem with that. I'm in reality a rather reserved person, and until I get to know people, I'm a little bit on the shy side. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. And I saw this sitting over there. It's a napkin, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I do a live, I'll get on there and I'll be suddenly, my stupid shyness will come out and I won't know what to say. I won't be able to talk or something. I don't know. I know it's stupid, but that's how I feel. That's the way I am. And so it holds me back from doing things like that. How about the napkin? These are little pieces of napkin that I, again, had sitting here, tore them off from something. But this one's got like a postage mark on it. I kind of like that. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to glue these little pieces of napkin down right here and there and see how that falls. So, yeah, so I feel like doing a live doesn't match up with my personality. And I know that that's hard to believe because I don't stop talking when I'm filming, but I'm filming, and there aren't people right there seeing me and interacting with me, and I don't know. I'm shy. I really am. And people who really know me would laugh and say, Mary, you are not shy. But people that only know me a little bit or casually would say, yeah, she's pretty quiet. And so that's just how I am and it takes me a while really to get to know people and to feel comfortable. And I don't know why. It's just the way I've always been. I'm not going to change. Not now. I know, and people have told me, people have said, I have an aunt who says, Mary, just don't be like that. It's easy to say, but not so easy to do. Okay, if I put those on there like that, I kind of like that look. You know what I'm thinking? What if I had like, do I have a charm or something more 3D, like a key, or maybe a key? Might have some. That means I'm gonna have to get up and go look. I'm gonna pause you and hope that I know how to restart you. Well, if not, I can mend the two videos together. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I found these keys. So I picked this little one, and I think that it's kind of heavy. It is actually metal, but I think that I think it'll go. I think it might actually look kind of nice on here. And this is going to be down on the page, so that being heavy won't make that much of a difference on it. Okay, so, oh, you have to excuse my Roomba just started. My son is very into technology and stuff. Long time ago, he bought this Roomba. Long time ago. And, you know, we kind of laughed and thought, oh, that's funny. You have a robot to do your vacuuming for you. Good for you. And then just recently, he bought a new one, a more high-tech one that he can, like, how did I have this? That he can put on his phone. He connects his phone to it and he controls it with his phone, and it actually has his whole apartment mapped out, so he can tell it to like go to a certain room or something. Very, very high tech. And he can watch it. Why you need to watch your Roomba, I don't know. But he does, and that's what he does. And so when he got the newer high-tech one, he gave us his old one. And you know, we were always like, we don't need a Roomba, we can just vacuum ourselves. We don't need something like that. But we actually like it, and we find it amusing because we come home and, you know, he's been working and doing his job there, but he loses steam somewhere in the house, or he gets stuck somewhere, and we have to go find him, and we talk to him, and oh my god, it's just ridiculous. I hope that's gonna stay. It had some sticky on the back of it, but it wasn't very sticky. So hopefully that will work. And I kind of like it. I think it's going to look kind of cool. And then we make this as a tuck spot in there. What do you think? Here, let's put it in the book. Now I'm excited. All right, where's my book? Where shall we put it? Let's go back a bit because we have so much stuff in the front. Ooh. Shall we put it on the music page? I kind of like that. And then, after we do something with this, I like that. And you know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to put one of these other things on the page too. to kind of balance the, maybe a couple things. All right, let's do that. Move this over just a little bit. Hopefully you can still see everything. All right, so I need glue right here. I'm excited. I actually made something and have a use for it. I like it a lot too. I hope you like it. So pretty. All right, now I need to, let's see, decide what else we're going to put on there. I'm going to put this. It's because I have the other two on there and it goes so well. So we actually have a name for our Roomba. My son named him. His name is Jeffrey. And he is named after the butler on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was like one of my son's favorite shows when he was a kid. And he just, and then even when he got older, he watched the reruns over and over and over again. He just absolutely loves Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So he named his Roomba after Jeffrey. Alright, which of these? Kind of like the National Gallery one. That's pretty. When I went to go find these keys, I thought I heard somebody talking or yelling or something. Now, I live kind of in the country. I mean, not like, not way out there, but I have neighbors. I have someone next door. No, sitting here in my room, I look out and I can't see their house. And it's because we have a lot of trees in between. And they're not like that far away. But it's not like I can look out and see my neighbor's house. I can't even see their house. And then we have somebody that in front of us, we live kind of back behind the two properties. Our driveway goes between their properties and back behind. And the house in front of us is vacant, and it has been for a while now. There's other stories about that, about that house that I have in some of my older videos probably, but at the moment it's vacant. So there's nobody over there. And next door, I very rarely hear anything from over there. Sometimes I'll hear their dogs out barking or something, but I don't hear them. I don't hear them talking or anything like that because we're not close enough. So it wasn't coming from there. So I went out on the porch to listen to see if I could hear anything from down the street or something, and I didn't hear anything. I actually like that. I like that a lot. And then with something in the pocket here, I think that'll really, that'll make a really nice page. I hope you like it. I didn't plan on working in the book. But, like I said, you start doing one thing in your craft room and it can lead to doing something else. So if you ever feel like you're in a funk and you really just don't know what to work on that day, don't feel like working on anything that day, just start something. Start making a tag. And when you're done with that one, make another tag and see where it leads you. And like I said, I keep this basket over here of partially made things. One day, I just sat there and I made the bases for tags. That's all I did. And I put them in that basket. And so today, I go and I dig some of the bases out and I work on them. And then it leads to this. And now I have a page done in our journal, which is great because I need to get it done. I don't want to feel pressure getting it done, though. It's going to get done when it gets done, and that's all. Because I'm just not going to let myself get under stress for something that's supposed to be fun. I like it. And I use these tiny little pieces of this napkin. You saw how little those pieces of napkin were. I had done something else with the napkin, and I threw the little pieces on my desk, and that's where they were. And look at how awesome that looks. I love it. I really, really, really like it. Okay, so how much time do I have? What are we doing? Yeah, I think it's probably been about an hour. So I probably should go. This is going to be a journaling card. I have no idea what I'm going to do on this. So I'm going to go because it has been about an hour, I think. And I'm going to work on this and you'll see it later in the journal. Thank you so much for playing with me. Again, thank you to all my new subscribers and my old subscribers who have hung in there and keep coming back. And just if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe, and you should hit that notification bell so that you can come back and we can have some more fun. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm blabbering again, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.